Hey everyone, welcome back to the LunchTable podcast. I have returned. I'm sorry about the last episode with two idiots on a microphone.
You didn't even listen to it, you jerk.
Doesn't matter, you're still idiots.
It was much more interesting.
Absolutely.
Jerry wanted to be on like right in the middle of it, and he was on for a total of like 4 minutes.
Yeah, so much for, hey, invite me to the call. I want to be on it.
And he's like, I gotta go to bed.
Bye. All right, you joik.
You joik.
You joik.
Alright, so what topic are we going to start with first?
What you just said is fine. We can talk about that.
Alright, so on the front page of GameSpot's articles, news article things, there was an article called Xbox One, or some Xbox One consoles experiencing hardware issues. And apparently, some of the Xbox Ones were DOA, dead on arrival.
Mm-hmm.
I could believe that. Likewise,
And,
I could believe that for the PS4 too. So don't think I'm being.
Some of the buyers were reporting grinding noises when they tried to play games from a disc.
Oh god. That's
And
not good.
It's been proven that this is real because there are videos uploaded on YouTube showing that it harmed the disc and everything,
Yeah.
and making the
good.
grinding noise.
Well, that happened
Um,
with the Xbox 360 as well. If you moved it around.
Oh no, but that applies to anything because I've had my computer do that when I moved it around. So even on my laptop, I've had that.
Like it
happen.
scratched a ring in a disc.
Yeah, I mean you can't. It's hard. Like your disc when it's spinning like that wants to stay in the position that it's spinning in. So when you
Of course it is. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're shaking a console around, of course it's going to screw up.
yeah.
However, this is just happening from them.
Yeah. And I can
Yeah.
understand. I don't know what the number is for how many are bad, but I can understand that happening. That'll happen with pretty much a lot of consoles can be DOA. I just don't know.
Yeah, I
It just
mean-
depends how many out of what they shipped out
Well,
are bad.
because it's been released so recently. By the way, this is November 22nd that we're recording this, not the day you're seeing it. They don't have a statistic of how many have done this, but it seems to be an isolated case, like an extreme. So, not sure if this is going to be a permanent problem or not.
It's not gonna be like the Red Ring of Death.
Right. Also, the PS4 released last week, and it had some reports of system stuff.
I heard
So
overheating and I heard just altogether failure.
It displayed a flashing blue light,
Yeah, the blue light of death. I've heard that too.
and their problems were less than 1% of all of the consoles.
Yeah, for the most part, the PS4 has showed quite a I mean, it's almost like the original PlayStation 3 when it came out. It had the yellow light of death issue. I'd have to say the reliability rate seems to be out about on par with the original PS3, but it's still, a little bit more reliable than the Xbox One.
You didn't hear anything about the Wii U shutting down when you first bought it.
Was there problems with that one too?
Not that I know of.
Well, I mean, the Wii for the most part wasn't rushed like these two. The Xbox 360 and the PS3 were not rushed, but they were the first of their. They were the first of their kind of consoles, so it was kind of like, everything was new. They were testing out new technology, so obviously there was going to be failures. These two consoles, I feel like, even though there was such a long delay between the old ones and the new ones, they were still rushed out. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Either they didn't work hard enough on it, or they didn't spend enough time testing hardware.
exactly. And the Wii, I mean, the Wii is just nothing about it was wrong because they actually took their time on it and they knew what they were doing. So suck that, America.
Well, the Wii doesn't get
Nintendo-
as much sales either because.
Not a lot of people play it.
Well, it's designed, not designed. Most of its games are aimed towards a younger community.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing. I mean, people still buy it. It's just it's not as and also the games it supports. There's not as many games that like mainstream games that people play. Like Modern Warfare and Battlefield, it doesn't. I mean, it does, but you're not gonna get the same experience that you would be on a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360.
Yeah, it's not like there's DLC for the Wii games or anything like that. Like updates.
Yeah, that and
Yeah.
However, on the Wii U, there.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of
No!
bugs. Oh.
No. I have better topics than you. Shut your face.
All right.
Let me think of them. Hold on. No.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I was gonna talk about. Well, first I was gonna talk about how like this has been the longest wait between consoles and like the least what's the word
Hype.
update. Like the least in terms of progress towards better gaming. Like
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, it's been the longest wait with the least amount of progress into between generations of consoles, and also the the PS3. I don't know why I said sorry to my microphone that I just hit.
I thought you were saying sorry to all the viewers that heard the microphone just go.
Just what? And the PS3 like made. What did it release at? Did it release at $400 or was it more than that?
The PS3 was $600 on release.
$600 on release. That's aiming a little bit
crazy.
high, isn't it?
It was crazy. Yeah. It was stupid and crazy.
Yeah, and the PS4, what's it being released at? 300?
The PS4 is 400. Xbox One is 5.
Oh. Oh my. I did not notice. Why did I not know this?
And the Wii U was only 350. It's still a better console.
Biased opinion is biased, but I'll accept it.
That's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dallas doesn't enjoy mature games. He likes to stay a kid.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a kid.
There's nothing wrong with doing.
At least these games are harder.
Whoa now.
Whoa.
And not the same thing every time, except Mario. Mario, they're starting to screw up a little bit.
They ain't got nothing on Mario.
Mario kind of ran down its series because there's Super Mario World, and then Super Mario
Bros,
Galaxy,
Super Mario Bros 2,
where do you go after Galaxy? Universe? There's not much. There's not much else to go for once you get Super Mario Galaxy.
I feel like they're gonna release a new Mario game. It's gonna be kick butt.
Speaking of releasing a new Mario game.
God, you and your segues.
Yeah. Well, actually,
you just did it.
I wanted to talk about.
I thought you did it on purpose.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about this kind of thing. It was with YouTube and there's going to be a YouTube app on Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a YouTube app available, and that got me thinking about, if you haven't noticed recently, the what's it called, the Google Plus in integration.
Oh yeah, they're trying to force Google Plus down people's throat on YouTube.
Everybody's
stupid.
Blake's one of those people that are freaking out.
I'm not freaking out. I just hate how Google Plus was so bad.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to push it.
They're like, do it. No, don't do it. It sucks.
Just don't. I don't
like
the fact that you can do hashtags.
They've got no.
It's so bad.
I've gotten to they've gone down a little bit. Like what it was is you couldn't comment on a video without updating to Google Plus. And you had to use your real name and everything. And that's what people hated the most, was you had to have a name. But you can choose now. It still asks me every time I log into YouTube. It's like, do you want to log in with your Google Plus account or this account? It's like, what do you think?
Oh no! And then on the YouTube app, you have an option when you log into the YouTube app on like a tablet. You can either log in as your YouTube username or log in as your YouTube username, but use your email address as your YouTube username.
Yeah, that's what Google Plus.
I'm like, what?
What?
Why?
That's what
They're the same exact thing.
What it does-
You have to have a Gmail to have a YouTube account.
What it does.
Because they're stupid and made it that way again.
What it does is it uses that as your Google Plus account until you set one up. So basically, it turns your email into a Google Plus account, and it shares everything on Google Plus. And every time you upload a video and you don't realize, it says the very first comment is by you, and it's like shared this on Google Plus. And there's just all these. I hate how people. Okay, I hate the Bob thing. Shut the frig up with Bob.
Oh, Bob. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it's about. It's stupid.
Bob.
This is Bob pasting on every single video to take away Google Plus. That's not going to take away Google Plus.
Bob won't do anything.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. He take down Google Plus. No, shut up. Just shut your f***ing face.
I'm so glad that I don't have to edit these anymore.
I love editing. It's fun. I had to do that because my dad just got home. But oh, there goes my dog. But so there's actually petitions. I didn't know this, but people there's a site like petition site, and the most petition thing on there is Walmart, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And they have a petition to revert changes on Google Plus, and it has I think 200,000 people on it.
Yeah, Google Plus is pretty stupid. I don't like Google Plus is such a failure. And then to top it off, they got rid of iGoogle. I actually liked iGoogle because it did help me because it displayed weather and it displayed my most popular websites that I've searched and whatnot, and the weather and whatnot, and if I needed to go back to a place I was just at, it would display my previous page. And I hate that they got rid of iGoogle because you could get virtual pets and whatnot. It's pretty awesome.
Neopets.
Exactly, I loved it.
It's like Webkins on Google.
Exactly, you get a virtual hamster and a little hamster wheel, and you can make it run.
It's like Clippy from Microsoft Word.
Exactly. and with the robot and and Mother Nature and
the favorite clip. Was it?
All right,
was
do
that
we want to talk about something for real, or do we
Clippy?
just want to ramble on about this crap?
Well,
because this is so dumb.
This is actual stuff. You can get virtual pets on iGoogle, and there was multiple assistants in Microsoft Word.
Doesn't matter. Still dumb.
This is why Dallas wasn't on the last podcast.
Fine. We'll go back to games. Jeez.
Anyway,
right.
you can sign a petition all you want. That doesn't mean that they're gonna change anything. They're not gonna change YouTube back.
I have a story about petitions.
All right.
And how they don't change anything.
When we were in school. That one?
No.
I want to.
No. This is the different.
Okay.
This is
I want to say that one because that one. Okay. You can go ahead.
Okay. You can tell that one afterwards.
All right.
But my English teacher has sophomore classes too. I'm in her AP English class, but she has a sophomore class too, and she assigned them a 10-page report that was due, and she gave them 2 months to do it, so it wasn't that hard. And it was due on a Friday, so the entire class signed a petition asking for it to be due on Monday instead of Friday, so they could all just cram it in the last 2 days.
Okay, what? You're not going to be able to cram in a 10-page paper over the weekend.
I know. Anyways, they all signed this, and apparently one of them drew a puppy on it, with a sad face, and said, "Please don't make it due till Monday." And the teacher was like, "All right, you all get an A for doing this petition and doing it so well. However, the assignment is still due Friday."
So wait.
All right.
That's the ultimate FU right there.
They get an what do you mean they get an they get an A on the paper?
Yeah.
No. They get an A on the petition.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She made the petition assignment for like 10 points.
Afterwards.
And they got an A on it.
Afterwards, you did this? Oh, well, joke's on you. You were doing schoolwork. A+. Everybody's like, no!
No.
All right. So what was your story?
I'm not very keen on petitions because the last petition I did got shot into the ground. Remember? Okay, here's what happened. We were in maybe 5th grade, and I don't even remember exactly what it's about. I think it's a petition to make like recess a little bit longer or something along those lines. I forget.
I think I remember that. Didn't we get in trouble for
Oh my
that?
gosh, we got in so much trouble for signing a petition.
Yeah, to make recess longer. It was a great idea.
It was a great idea. It was 10 minutes. That's all it was. Make recess 10 minutes longer.
Uh-huh.
And Mrs. what's her face? The old one in 5th grade. I don't want to say her name, but that doesn't make it very much better saying the old one. our main, like our homeroom teacher for 5th grade, like the whole last half of the day. She spent like almost, I don't know, 20 minutes yelling at us for this petition. Like we have no right to do this.
Uh-huh.
And we did, but that wasn't the point. The point was nobody.
I mean,
it wasn't even anything big either. It's just rebellion is illegal, I guess. Do you know what it was about exactly, Dallas?
no, I don't remember it at all.
Here, okay.
I don't remember this.
Here's a hint. Ashley started it. Ashley and
What was it a petition to get sex in the hallways?
yeah. Well, that too. That was like a side note in the corner, scrawled in there by probably Caleb.
I wouldn't put it past him.
That
I
would have been
mean,
hilarious.
And then Brad drew a picture of it.
A crude picture.
obviously.
Crude, scribbled up picture because he's not very good at drawing.
All right. We should
All right. Yeah.
talk about
Okay.
Mario and Zelda and how they have new games starting today. First one we're going to talk about is Super Mario 3D World, which I was a little bit sad about it, hearing about it first time, because it's done in the same style as Mario 3D Land, which was kind of a 3D Mario,
but not really.
Not really,
Yeah,
because it had the flagpoles. I mean, yeah,
It was a
3D, of course.
It was a platformer.
All Mario is a platformer. That's not the problem.
Okay, no, I meant it was done in the style of a 2D platformer, is what it was.
Yeah, it was done in the style of a 2D platformer, but with 3D in it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what it was. So,
It wasn't like a free roam thing like 60.
however, I have heard that Mario 3D World is fantastic, based on like people that got to play the demos and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Like,
it. It looks like a mix between Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Galaxy. I don't know why I said Super Mario 64. Is that what it is? Super Mario 64?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways,
It reminds.
I heard it's really good.
It reminds me of Galaxy.
And I've also heard that it is the first and only 3D platformer that has multiplayer, like co-op multiplayer, that works well.
That works well.
So-
okay.
You're all on one screen, 4 of you, playing one game, and it just works.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii was like that, I think.
But it's 2D.
But that, yeah, it's not 3D. Yeah, it's yeah.
It's not going to be like you're not running off a screen because of
Yeah,
up or down.
yeah, you can all move around in 4 dimensions or 6 dimensions, however many dimensions there are in 3D-ness. That many dimensions. You can all go forward, backward, left, right, up, and down.
So, 2 up, 2 down, left, right, BA start.
Blake, do you want to say the
Hashtag.
No, with the up down, left, right, left.
Oh, I wish I remember that. Give me.
Here.
Wait. Do you still have it?
Let me think. I'll type it out to you because I want you to say it.
All right.
Up, down, left, right, ejaculate, sleep, get up, apologize, leave.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. All right. The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. This is A Link to the Past sequel.
Mhm.
It is another game that was based on 2D but has 3D in it, and it also gives Link the new power to become a Egyptian carving into a wall.
What?
Wow.
Pretty much.
It's pretty epic.
And I want to get it. I want to get both Mario 3D World and Zelda Link Between Worlds. But I have to wait till Christmas because it's on my Christmas list, and if I buy it before then, my mother might get me one as well, so then I'd have two, and it wouldn't work very well.
Aww.
So, 3D Link Between Worlds. I never played Link to the Past as a kid. However, I've seen it so much that it's basically like I played it. And it is definitely a sequel to the game. At least world-wise. And it looks really cool. So
yeah.
And then, Super Smash Bros. 4 got an update since the last time we talked about it.
I did not hear about this.
Marth is confirmed for the game.
Marth?
Yep.
Yay.
So that's
So that's a thing.
Also, male Wii Fit trainer is in it too.
Oh.
Male? Oh.
But they're the same. Like they're the same character with different.
Darn, no more
textures
sexism.
Oh, is it one like is it the different like there's the different colors? One of them changes.
Yeah.
I see.
It's probably that. That's what it seems like. Because they didn't announce it as a separate character. Should we talk about the thing that I'm working on recently?
Oh yeah. We could talk for a while about that actually, because you probably have a lot on it.
All right.
That's
so
just taking up a hobby. No, it's a lifestyle.
Obviously,
it's doing women.
We're all into gaming here, but I decided to start doing speedrunning, which is something that I've been looking at since a little before SGDQ 2013, which was this summer, June, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what that is, look it up.
I've been watching speedruns as well. Well, mainly SGDQ, but I like watching them. I don't think I could ever pull one off, but
So I've been working on speedrunning. First of all, Chameleon Twist, which is a Nintendo 64 game that no one has ever heard of. And second of all,
until
Super Mario 64, which I'm learning the 16-star route so I can race a friend of mine. Mainly that's the reason, but I wanted a game to race in general, and that's a popular game, so I can always find races for that. Which means I have to learn the categories. For Chameleon Twist, there's two categories, any percent and 100%. I'm most working on any percent because that's the one I cared about more, but I 100% as well. It just takes too long, and I don't have the time for it currently.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten my any percent time down to 18 minutes and 15 seconds. I just did that today. And Super Mario 64, I'm going to learn 70-star eventually, but right now I'm only doing 16-star. And I got my time down from a 53.50 to a 34.07 today. So
yay!
I don't have local recordings or anything of this yet, but in December I'm going to get a capture card,
That's
and I will be
Christmas.
streaming for my birthday.
Oh yeah, your birthday's in December.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna get a capture card, and I'm gonna start streaming, and it'll be on my Twitch account, which will probably be down below, right, Elijah?
Yes, I will link your Twitch account.
Yeah, all
What's
it
your
is
Twitch account?
Twitch.tv/Qwillinallthefish.
That was for the
The
viewers.
same thing as.
That was for the viewers.
Okay.
Totally not.
I know.
I totally knew that. Definitely.
Mhm.
100%.
Yep.
Right, Blake?
Absolutely. I don't even know what you're talking about.
He wasn't paying attention.
No, I wasn't. I've been busy working on a 3D printer.
Oh yeah.
Also, I should also explain what a speedrun is, in case people don't know.
Probably should.
Speedrun is you try to beat a video as fast as possible, and then categories require things. So, like, if you were playing, I don't know, he's a popular game, Super Mario 64. There is a 120 star route, which is getting every star in the game.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that's going to be slower than beating the game with only 70 stars, which is all that's required to beat the game with.
Mhm.
So,
And then there's
different.
there's.
And then there's.
I was saying exactly what you were just about to say, so I'm shutting up now.
Oh. And then there's also 16 star, but different categories take different lengths of time, but there's restrictions on the categories, and that's why they're divided into different runs. So, that's cool.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there certain things that don't allow 16-star runs because it's like a no glitch run, as well? Because in order to beat the game at 16 stars, you have to glitch it.
Yes. In order to beat the game at 16 stars, you have to do MIPS clip and backward long jumps to clip through doors.
I love the backwards long jump. I do that all the time.
I do too now, of course.
It's so fun.
But they're fun, yes. In 70 star and 120 star, you're not allowed to do backwards long jumps or MIPS clip.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, you might be able to in 120 star, but it doesn't help you because the doors are already going to be open because you're getting all the stars anyways. So, I know in 70 star you're not allowed to.
Well, I mean, you're not allowed to backwards long jump in general, or to do any backwards long jump glitches?
You're not allowed to do it to get to areas you're not supposed to get to.
But you could do it as in like in a level to speed up.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're like in Hazy Maze Cave, you do it on an elevator towards a wall.
Yeah, to go right. Like,
and it'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. To like super slide through the level.
Yeah. There's a bunch of glitches in Mario 64. Not nearly as many as in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, but in Mario 64, there's a bunch of little glitches that help with saving time.
Yeah.
Chameleon Twist, there are no glitches, which is why I like it.
Dallas got a glitch, but he wasn't sure what happened.
It's not a repeatable glitch. Yeah. In Chameleon Twist, you can eat things and then spit them out. It has to be certain things.
It's like Kirby, but not really.
Yeah, and you can latch onto things with your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a chameleon. Anyways, for some reason, I started a level and I had two things in my mouth already, and I spit them out, and it was two things that you couldn't have in your mouth. It was really weird. I tried it, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you tried to recreate it.
Yeah.
Well then,
it
Blake.
Help anyways.
What?
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about anything? Do you have? We went through our topics pretty fast.
I mean, I guess
Anything special happened recently?
I've been talking to more women.
No, you haven't.
But that's not
you lying piece of crap. No, you haven't.
Hawaiian
The ones in the
piece of crap.
picture don't. The
Hawaiian.
ones in your picture
So,
don't
like-
count.
Not that pic. No.
Hawaiian took a dump,
Oh, shut.
and that's what Blake is. And Blake's face is just made out of that.
Yeah, that's just me in normal life.
I am the lion feces. Dun dun.
I'm getting a 3D printer, but I doubt anyone that plays games probably knows what that is.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, like basically what a 3D printer
Tell
is.
us what it is with its own name.
Okay, a 3D printer is not what you think it would be. It doesn't involve ink at all. It actually involves plastic. It's like when you the process is simple. It's like when you get a hot glue gun, you put some glue down, you wait for it to dry, and then you put another layer of hot glue gun, and you keep building it up. It's basically the same principle except done with plastic. And I'm getting one for Christmas. It's awesome.
Who does that with the hot glue gun?
I used to do that all the time, especially when we made our tree houses in 4th grade.
I always just glued everything and then just slapped it. I always just hot glued it and just slapped it on and just left it. I didn't know you could layer hot glue to make it better. My childhood is a lie. I just thought you just use more hot glue when things fell off.
Just use more hot glue.
You just dump it on there.
That should be added to like the list of like duct tape, WD-40, and hot glue.
Did you guys hear my bucket list? I'm currently working on a bucket list. I have a few things on there, but at the very top of the list is never say stop when they're giving you your cheese at Olive Garden. Just say when. No.
No. Just I like cheese. What's another one that would be real good? Oh, for me, steal someone's meal from the drive-thru.
No, like on foot. Just run past their car.
Yeah, just run past and take it.
As they're handing it out.
That would be on my bucket list. Either that or when they're handing them the drink, just shoot it right out of their hands. Just right there.
Or I can see Blake. I don't know why, but I can see you taking the drink like just in front of him and just pouring it on yourself.
Oh, like that one video.
It was a Vine. It was a milkshake.
Yeah.
What it was? It was a milkshake.
Oh no. There was another one of it's called Hot and Cali.
Yeah, but that was a guy outside the cart. I think it was a coffee. She went to hand him a coffee, and a guy outside the cart just stood up. He didn't have a shirt on. He just took it.
He just grabs it and starts pouring it all over him. So funny. Oh, this is great. I gotta think of some other things that would be on my bucket list. Go parachuting, definitely.
Dallas, has anything happened to you recently?
That was on your bucket list.
We have now reached the story time.
Let's see. What should I have?
Why you think, Dallas, or why you think about that, Blake? We can still tell stories. Story time.
One of them is. Oops, sorry. Just dropped my laptop slightly. One of the things on my list would probably be pull a prank on somebody with a goat.
What?
Just like
pull a prank with a goat on someone, or pull a prank on somebody?
Yeah, like somebody has a garden, and then I just tie a goat right next to it.
It's just leave.
The goat just eats their entire plant life.
Blake, I saw one of the smack cam things. This guy's laying on a bed. Somebody just has a tote full of water and dumps it on him.
I saw one. It was a guy stuck a stick with a pie plate on it, and outside of his car. Like his friend was walking down the street. And just smacked some random dude on the street in his car.
From his car.
You see that? Yeah, he had like a broomstick with a pie plate on it. It had a hand like marked on it. It said "Smack Cam" on it, and they were like "Smack Cam." The guy turns around, they just smack him right in the face. This is like knocks him over on drive by Smack Cam. Have you seen Techno Waffle Frisbee?
Yeah.
You guys like Techno Waffle Frisbee? And he's just throwing waffles just out the window as they're driving by people.
Yeah, he's just throwing waffles out the car windows. They're driving past. Techno. I don't know why. It's very random.
What else? Oh, something else. And I know this is like super cheesy too. Go to like Kings Island with a Windex bottle filled with blue Gatorade.
Oh, a Jack Daniels bottle full of Coca-Cola.
Yes, a vodka bottle filled with Sprite. God, people would think you were hard if you were drinking that.
A sink cleaner bottle full of grape juice.
Oh,
Oh.
a can of.
I'd be scared that it wouldn't get cleaned all the way when I was trying to wash it out.
A can.
It would just like poison me.
Antifreeze full of Mountain Dew.
Oh yes, that's a good one. No, even better. A bottle of Clorox filled with water.
Isn't
Walk around.
isn't Clorox like
Walk around.
Isn't Clorox like white and not?
No,
clear?
Clorox is
Blue.
bleach. It's clear.
I thought
I thought it was blue.
No, it's clear.
it was like okay. I don't know.
All of it?
I don't know what I'm.
Just walk. Well, I know there's certain bleaches that are like dyed and whatnot, but like
I know-
Clorox bleach
I
that you
always
get in the bottle.
I always
Is white.
thought
It's
bleaches
clear.
were like white, like thick.
They're clear. They're actually pretty thin.
I don't know. I guess I just always assume that because you can't ever see them because the container's completely white.
Also, I want to go to one thing that's kind of stupid. Go to like an elevator that has a bunch of stories on it and go and just press all the buttons and leave.
No.
Either that or no. Get on
Yes.
a busy elevator and do the whole hack where you go to your floor first and it ignores everyone else's floor, and make it the top floor. So it just goes to the top floor first.
Yeah, you're on an elevator and you don't even select a floor. You just wait there until someone else presses a button, and as soon as they do, press all the buttons, and when they get on, leave.
Oh man.
Just wait. Just sit there.
Dude, that
Go,
reminds me.
stand there, wait for the elevator to
this-
move, and as soon as it does, press every single button.
Yep.
So this one time, I was in Cleveland, Ohio, and I was staying at a hotel, and I got in the elevator because I was on the 4th floor, and there was an Indian man in there, like Indian, not Native American Indian.
I'm Indian.
Yeah, like that. And I swear, he smelled like cinnamon cookies. And I didn't like go up to him and smell him. I could smell him from across the elevator.
He's obviously a terrorist.
I wanna do the Vine video where you just sit in the middle of a street in a lawn chair and a car drives up to you and honks your horn. You just pull on an air horn, just honk it back at him. Just meep. And just stand up, throw the chair, and just look at the guy like, what? What'd you go and do?
I saw a video.
No.
Some guy, I think he had he had a camera in his car or something, and he was really, like, the person in front of him was going slow. He just kept on honking at him, and eventually the person got fed up. It was an Asian guy. He got out of his car and just stopped his car, like, right, it was on, like, the entrance to a freeway, and just stopped, like, put it in park, got out, walked out, and just looked at the guy for, like, a minute through his windshield. And he's, like, wearing leather gloves. This guy, somebody's honking at him from behind. He just gets out of his car and looks at the guy for like a minute through his windshield.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I saw a video. It was on a
and then he gets back in his car and drives away.
It was one of those, like, it was like Best Score, but it was like another site besides that where they show videos that like YouTube would normally never put up because they're so violent. It was one of this. What?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's happening on Elijah's end since he's recording, but you guys are lagging in and out for me.
Yeah, you've been doing that for me too.
It happened to you a little bit, but not much.
But like
I'm the one recording, so it's fine.
If it was a video of this guy, it was a semi-truck driver, and some dude was having like the worst case of road rage. Like, he was cutting the semi-driver off, and he was stopping in front of him, and the semi-driver would have to slam his brakes, and the guy would go forward again, and he just kept doing this, and eventually the guy just like cuts off the semi, parks in the road, gets out, and like climbs up on like the little stairs that used to get into the cab of the semi. Is like pulling on the door handle and like screaming like, "Oh, you like get the F out of the truck" and whatnot. And then you just see this giant flash, and the guy in the semi truck just shoots the dude with a shotgun through the door.
What? Oh my
Yes.
God, real?
Yeah, like I remember seeing this like probably like a couple months ago. Because I was just like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was bored, and I was like, "Oh, what's online?" I remember looking up road rage, and that was one of the videos that came up. And all you see is this dude just like bang on the side of this guy's truck, and then you just see kind of like you hear this loud bang, and then like a bright flash, and it was the guy in the semi truck just shooting the dude through the door with a shotgun. I was like,
The more important question is,
that's how you take care of rotary.
Use a
why
shotgun
did
with
you
them.
find that?
Yeah, Blake. There's a hey, Blake,
actually,
if you want,
there's a really interesting story about that.
There's a subreddit called "Watch People Die."
No, I'm not looking
and
at
it's
it.
just links to videos of people's deaths.
I don't want to watch that.
All right.
But anyway, the reason why he was carrying a shotgun, and this is this is probably isn't the reason why, but it's the reason why a lot of semi truck drivers do. My mom's work, where she works at, they had a thing where one of their she works for a very large company. I won't say what it is, and they ship down in Mexico, and one of the trucks crossed the border, and they said it wasn't like 5 miles they got over the border. He was out on like a desert road and got pulled over by these vans, and a bunch of like AK-47 wielding Mexicans got out of the vans, robbed all the food out of the truck, and then set the truck on fire and just left the dude there.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're brutal because specifically the stuff that my mom deals with is kind of expensive, and you can sell it for good money. And so they just robbed the truck and left the semi truck driver just stranded in the middle of nowhere with his truck on fire, and it was a big deal.
Do you know
do
you know what happened to him?
And it's to kill prostitutes, but you know.
What?
Like driving semi trucks is so hard. I mean, it's just like all you do is just shift, brake, stop, yell at people, kill prostitutes. Shift, brake, stop, yell at people, kill prostitutes. It's just all you do all day.
Dude, I have an uncle who's a truck driver.
I have an uncle who's
does he shift, brake, stop, yell at people, and then kill prostitutes?
No.
Hey, he's not a real he's not hard.
Actually, he used to be a preacher.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, I'm offended by that. I have an uncle who's a prostitute.
Michael's cousin's a prostitute.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, because I was completely joking. I wasn't being serious.
No, our friend Michael, his cousin is an actual prostitute.
Speaking of Michael,
what's her number, or is it a him?
I don't know. No, it's a her.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yesterday, Michael sent me a picture of a naked woman.
Yes, it was funny.
Just randomly.
For no reason.
Yes, he did. And the reason being because him and our friend Mason swears up and down it looks like some chick that rides their bus. Exactly.
What?
Oh, in other news, okay, so this is kind of it might be a long drawn out story, but you guys know it for the most part. If anyone, I don't know if I've talked about it, but if anyone knows on this podcast, I've been driving. I got my license.
Yep.
I waited way too long to get my license.
I waited too long.
So I've been driving my mom's old car, which is a '93 Oldsmobile Supreme, and it's got just a little over 100,000 miles because they never drove it that much, and it's an awesome condition. Well, the problem is, it developed a problem where it wouldn't start. Well, it turns out a squirrel had chewed through the whole wiring harness. So we got it repaired. We got it repaired, and it started up fine. But then it developed a problem where whenever you turn on the bright lights, you could turn on your regular headlights and your fog lights.
My car doesn't even have brights. It's just headlights.
Your car's a boat. You don't need brights.
It's a 1990 Buick LeSabre.
I know, it's awesome.
No, it's a cool car, and it's fine.
I know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet.
There's really nothing wrong with it. Except,
it's got a horizontal speedo.
The only thing wrong with it is the gas gauge doesn't work. You have no idea how much gas is in it unless you keep track of the odometer. Well, actually, there's the little extra odometer that you could reset, and I just keep track of that because I have to refill every 300 or so miles.
But anyway,
I don't get much good mileage.
It was having a problem where you turn on the bright headlights, and it was like at first it was like 5 minutes. Everything in the car would just go out. Like the brake lights would stop working, turn signals would work, but the headlights wouldn't come. The headlights wouldn't be on anymore. The regular lights wouldn't be on. Fog lights. You'd lose all of your dash lights and all your indicator light. Like you would just lose everything except for like the turn signals. And we could not figure out what in the world was going on. And we searched forums. We asked, I think, 6 mechanics here in our town what the problem was. And they were like, we've never seen a problem like this before. Like, your car is cursed. Like, one dude told it, like one of my dad's, like friends he grew up in high school. Like, dude, that car is cursed.
My uncle's a mechanic.
We probably should have asked.
He was a mechanic for, I think, 30 years.
The guy we took it to get it fixed the first time, who fixed the wiring harness, I think he charged us like
quite a bit of money. I think it was like $200-$300. So considering the car's only worth like I think about $1,000 now, that's a lot of money. So we got it fixed. We never took it back to him because my dad's like, I don't want to spend that much money. Turns out, after I think a year and a half now of searching, the problem was there's behind the gauges, there's a piece of wire with a fuse built into it. The fuse had welded itself to the wire, so it was the current was just bypassing the fuse altogether.
Oh.
That reminds me of my dad, man.
$157 to get that fixed.
The one fuse.
The one fuse. And literally, they got it figured out in about an hour. I'm not joking. They're like, yeah, it was about an hour fix. And my dad was like, oh my gosh. We took it to the local college and had all those guys work on it because they're all rednecks.
Oh my word.
They know everything about cars. It seems like.
What were you saying, Dallas?
My dad has a really, I don't know, it's not old really, but
I mean,
it's a cargo van.
That van's not that old.
No, it's not that old. I think it's like 1990.
That's my.
Yeah.
Anyways, it has some wiring problems. Where there's a short somewhere.
Ooh.
So every time he turns the blinker on, that little light next to the driver's seat, like on the ceiling, blinks as well. And anytime you press the blink lights.
Oh, one of my aunt's friends, her car had that problem. They said they would just be following her down the road, and she would go to signal, and then all of her interior lights would blink.
That's hilarious.
I was like, that's hilarious.
Can
you just imagine going down? Like, eventually, I guess she got pulled over because a cop thought she was impersonating a police car.
That's hilarious.
I was like, wow, I feel sad. I feel bad for her. Like, she can't help it.
The worst thing is when you have a short in your horn and it goes off every few seconds on wall-to-wall traffic.
So, do you have that problem?
No, no, I do not.
So, Blake, you know how you were talking about your car and how old it is? Well, I remember one time I was over at your house and I was like, oh yeah, you got this 1985 whatever. And you're like, how'd you know it was a 1985? So every time the year of your car changes, like, except now I know what it is, but it used to always change.
I know.
It reminds me of another story.
Oh, God.
Of the time that I beat you in bowling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
score keeps going up and up every single... I don't even remember what your score was.
Originally went...
you beat... Yeah, no, dude, I swear to God it was above 180. I swear.
Blake was like... Yeah, Dallas beat me in bowling. He had a 147 and I had like a 136 or something like that. It wasn't that good. And then... I guess like a year later, Blake was telling other people, he was like, yeah, Dallas got like a 182 or something and beat me. And then a couple weeks ago, he was like, yeah, Dallas bowled like over 200.
I mean, so I don't even remember.
Every year, the story changes.
Soon it'll be over
like,
300.
I once, yeah, that's what I said.
God, I hate you guys.
I once caught a fish and it was this big.
Yeah.
The one-armed fish. I once caught a fish and it was this big.
Blake's version, it's like, he once caught a fish and it was this big.
All right, I'll be right back.
Bye, Dallas.
That's bait. I don't even remember what a score was. I swear to God that it was above 200, or it was close to. No, it was above 180.
Did I tell the story when I got in a car wreck?
Did I tell the story about when I got ran over by a car?
Yeah, I think you definitely did.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. No, I don't think you told that story.
All right, I'll tell it. I think I have, but I probably wasn't completely honest. So here's.
I may have told a lie. I didn't actually survive.
Yes, I'm dead.
I'm most definitely dead.
I am dead. So I'm driving down into town to pick up my brother and sister from their school, and it had just stopped raining, and the stoplight in front of me was red. So when I went to slow down, the car in front of me immediately slammed on their brakes, and I'm not sure why. I think they got too close to the car in front of them and didn't realize it. But they skidded to a halt right in front of me, and my car doesn't have ABS, and the brakes aren't very good on it, so I just kind of slide. So I was like holding the brakes, trying to pump them, so I could just stop, and the light immediately turns green, and the guy in front of me starts to go, and I hit the back of his car. It's a big SUV. I just tapped the bumper as he goes off, and I was like, please don't notice that happened. And he just swerves over to the side of the road, and I'm like, oh crap. But the problem was, it was right before the where he swerved over. It was right after it was right after the stoplight. So I didn't have anywhere to pull over because that was just right at the side of the road, and like the shoulder curved right into the road. I couldn't pull over anywhere. I had to go up to the next stoplight, put on my turn signal to go into the parking lot there, and the guy followed me, gets out of his car behind me at the stoplight there. He comes up to my window and he goes, "You need to pull over in this parking lot or I'm going to have you arrested." That's exactly what he said.
Wow.
And I went, okay, I'll do that. All right.
I bet
then.
you were like crapping yourself.
I was like, okay. That's exactly okay.
I bet you were about to like crap yourself.
I was legitimately scared for my life. I was debating whether
I would have been scared too.
I was debating whether to make a run for it.
I would have.
Yeah, I would have.
No. That's just how I am.
Speaking
he
of
wouldn't have
getting
done
arrested,
anything.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Dallas.
Shut up. Speaking of getting away, have I told you about that time where I was blah 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 blah?
Blah blah blah.
Well,
Blah
I
blah.
was gonna say.
Well, I went into the. Shut up. No.
Oh.
Shut.
I didn't realize the story wasn't done
No.
yet.
So I pulled over there, and he pulls up behind me, and he gets out of his car, and he starts talking about. He's looking at his car. He's like, "You didn't do any damage, so it's okay." And he's like,
well, crap, it's not okay.
and he's like, and he's like,
liar.
and he asked me how old I was, and I was 16 at the time. He's like, okay, so you're a new driver, which I wasn't. I'd been driving for like a year. Well, I guess that's new. Never mind. But never mind.
He doesn't have to know that.
I was nearly 17. It was fine. And and I burped. And he's talking about all this stuff, and he's like, what's your name? And I say my name to him, and he goes, oh no, you're his kid, aren't you? He knew my dad.
Oh god.
Because at that school, it's an elementary school. My dad teaches coached 7th and 8th grade basketball and taught PE there, and that guy, he coached 5th and 6th grade basketball.
Oh man.
And it's the moment he says that, my dad is there. Like, he just showed up. He's just in his Traverse, just right next to us. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. I would have been that coincidence, man. That's like freaky.
Turns out the cop and your dad actually planned that out just to
It's
scare
not a
you.
cop.
Oh, I thought you said it was a cop.
Oh,
No, he said he was going to call the cops. And you can't even do that.
Okay.
The funniest thing I've ever done. You guys
There's
know? Do you guys know Aaron Stevens?
If you get in an accident, the cops don't even show up unless you call them down there. Like,
Do you guys know Aaron? Do you guys know Aaron Stevens?
The cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
He's a really he's like worldwide known.
Oh.
Or not worldwide. He's countrywide known. He's gotten a lot of awards.
Like
and whatnot, so
George-
It's okay if I say his name.
is he
Anyway.
like George Zimmerman?
No,
The-
but he's just an awesome guy.
The Night Patrol.
Well, him and my dad like grew up as kids and whatnot. And he's a cop.
Uh-huh.
And I remember
They grew up as kids. Never would have guessed.
Yeah,
They
duh.
grew up.
They
as
actually grew down. But anyway,
What?
anyway, I was at my school once,
kids.
and I was at school once, and my dad was like, "Hey, Aaron's gonna give you a ride home," and I was like, "Okay," and my mom didn't know about it, and I asked him, I was like, "Hey, can I ride in the back of your car?" And I was like, he's like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Can I be handcuffed too?" He was like, "Why?" He's like, "My mom doesn't know about this." And he was like, "Will she get mad at me?" "No." "All right, let's do this." So I got handcuffed and just sat in the back of the car. I was smiling big. I looked like a freaking like retarded like one of those,
Or
like,
insane kid.
and we we're like right down the road from my house, and he just turns the lights on. I didn't even tell him. I'm just sitting here smiling, and he gets out of the car and opens up the back door, and my mom just comes running out of the house like, "What did he do?" And I just get in the back of the car. It was trying so hard to keep a straight face. And he just takes the handcuffs off. I was like, all right, Mom, I'm home.
The only thing that could have made that better is the moment she ran out, you both jumped back in the car and drove off.
It was like the funniest thing we've ever done. Because like my mom didn't know, and my dad just comes home, and my mom is freaking out. She thought I got arrested.
Oh, it's
Oh, dude.
awesome.
I know.
You just got a giant smile on your face.
I just got this like giant smile, like, yeah, I've done something really bad.
It's like, and I know what I did.
And no one will ever know.
They'll never find the bodies.
Oh man.
Do you have a Jordan?
Oh, but
Okay,
it's like-
I think it's about time to wrap this up.
Jordan story.
I have a Jordan
Well,
story.
I do have a Jordan story.
All right.
Okay,
Is it
so it's pretty good.
All right.
It starts out with me getting hit in the nuts. So
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so I come into school. It was actually today. Come into school, and I walk in, and Jordan's got a T-square. If you don't know what a T-square is, it's like basically take two rulers, or take a ruler and a yardstick, and nail them together at a 90-degree angle. There you go. It's a T-square. It looks like a giant T, and it's used for measuring and whatnot.
I know what a T-square is.
I'm explaining this for the other people. It's used for like not drawing 90-degree angles and drafting. We take a drafting class. Anyway, he's like swinging this back and forth like a pickaxe, like but it's upside down. I just walk in. He just walks up to me and just like slams straight in my nuts.
What Jordan did?
Yeah, Jordan did. He just walks up and just bam, just straight in my nuts. Like and this thing's like kind of sharp at the end.
Yeah, I
hurt.
know what a T-square is.
It hurt a lot. I'm like on my knees, like, oh, what the heck did you do that? So later in the day, I'm like, I swear to God, Jordan, I'm gonna get you back. And like right as I say that, our friend Michael has a squeegee and takes it and throws it like a throwing card, just point blank, just right at Jordan's crotch. And now Jordan's on the ground next to me. And then like not 5 minutes later, Michael is standing next to Jordan, and Michael like bends over. He's like, "So you gonna get this?" Jordan just hauls off and just punches him straight in the.
What?
Yeah, just hauls off and just punches him straight in the crotch. And today was also the day that there's this idiot that sits at our table.
Is it Spencer?
Her name is her name is Courtney.
I know her.
We really don't like her.
I don't know.
And I don't know, like she used to be real nice and like when we first met her, but now she's just like
She did the Hannah Montana to Miley Cyrus thing.
Yes. But now she's just, oh man. And she's just so annoying, and we don't want her sitting at our table. So we have these round tables at the school that are only meant to hold like 10 people, and we managed to cram 12 in, so she didn't have a place to sit.
That's hilarious.
I know. She just walks up like, I don't have a place to sit. I was like, can you sit somewhere else?
There were only 10 people there.
Like, well, there was enough people that she didn't sit there. We probably could have fit 12. I think it was like 10.
Blake's making up facts again.
Dude, we could totally fit like 15 people at that
Dallas
table.
left, and he came back just to correct you on that. Now he's gone again.
Yep.
Oh, no, there he is.
Alice's penis is only 3 inches big. Oh, wait, he's already back. Dang it. It's actually 3.5.
Dallas, your microphone's quiet again.
Excuse you. Huh?
Your microphone's quiet.
Oh, that's probably because I'm talking very low.
Okay.
How's this?
Better.
Okay, that's good.
It's still pretty quiet. I think it's your microphone.
How about now?
Do you have any more Jordan stories, Dallas?
I would like to reply
right.
to the insult that was just given to me before I continue.
It's better now, Dallas.
I'd just like to correct
I
it.
would like to inform you that I am indeed 5'8", and my height is also 5'8".
I am also a male. No, you're not.
I hate you guys. I'm leaving. I quit this group.
Oh, I have a Spencer story.
Okay.
How's that?
That's fine. We already told a Jordan story.
Today in physics class,
Oh, yes.
we had a lab that had to do with pendulums. So Spencer, screwing around, had a meter stick in his hand, and he was like swinging it around like he was a ninja or some crap.
Oh,
By the way, I'm doing hand
that
motions.
sounds.
You guys can't
That
see
sounds
this.
like Spencer. It does. I had.
And he does something stupid and knocks himself backwards, and knocks an expensive piece of equipment off the table. And Miss Shuck, the teacher, is just like, Spencer! She already hates him, by the way, because he acts up in class all the time. He does his work, and he probably has one of the highest grades in the class. However, she hates him because he screws around the entire time.
Yeah.
She's just like, Spencer, that's an important piece of machinery, and it's very expensive.
Was that it?
And he was also messing with the pendulums of other groups.
Yeah.
Oh, just going
Oh, yeah,
around
what
messing
about-
with people's
What about
stuff.
when she, our teacher, Miss Shuck was like, so and just don't, don't do this and that. Spencer just has a seizure right there. He just goes, yeah, just like flops his body all over the place, and everyone's just staring at everyone's just staring, looking at me. He goes, I'm depicting a person not doing it right.
It was like,
Yeah.
basically what you had to do was release the ball and hit the spacebar on your computer at the same time.
All you
And
had to do.
he was just like, you could probably hear what he did.
He just has a seizure right in his desk, and like everyone's just looking at me. He's just like, I'm depicting what you're not supposed to do.
I don't know. I believe he said, I'm showing, or I'm imitating in person incompetent of releasing a ball and hitting the spacebar at the same time.
By having a seizure.
Yes, pretty much.
You could have just been
Luckily
like,
for me,
no.
I was turned around the entire time, so I happened to see the entire thing.
I was sitting right behind him. I was just like watching him because he's like playing his bowling game on his phone, and he just starts having a seizure. And I'm just like, what? What did I just watch?
Speaking of bowling, every time Blake does
Shut up.
I
I have a bowling match. I have a
Alright.
bowling match tomorrow,
Yeah.
actually.
I
think this podcast is about over.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, copycat.
Oh.
Dang it, I was going to say that too.
I'll have you know
See you.
that
See you.
I haven't been in the litter box in
Good-
3 weeks.
Goodbye.
Hold on a second
Okay.
before we go. Thank you all for watching, and this has been the LunchTable Podcast, where the meat's always a mystery. And shut up, Jerry!
He's not here, and he's not allowed to finish it either.
Exactly.
We can't finish it for him. I think every time he's tried to say that we've kicked him from the call.
Yes.
All right. See you guys next time. I can't say week because there's no guarantee. Next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye.
Bye.
Bah.
Meh.